Hello, this is your database coach, specializing in all things Couchbase. In this module, we're going to take a look at a situation that I have been asked about many times. It's not unusual for a client to come to me with a query that is running very slow. And when I look at it, it has a where clause that includes a like condition with wildcards both before and after a short string of characters. And when I see this, I just nod my head and say, yep, this is going to be slow. Unless the index it's scanning holds a very small number of records, there's no way this query will be fast. Why is this? If an index scan is evaluating a like expression with a wildcard at the end of a string of characters, it performs a range scan with the provided character string as the low end, and replaces the last character in the string with the next character in the alphabet as the high end of the range. So it's able to scan the index values where the string starts with a character string equal or greater than the string provided, and less than the same string with the last character replaced. This allows it to limit the index scan to a known range of matches within the index. But when the wildcard is in the front of the string to be matched, all limits are gone. The scan has to cover the entire index, or at least the portion not eliminated by any data elements in front of the one being scanned in the index. Not only that, it also has to scan the entire contents of the data element in question, and all of those index entries. That can be a lot of ground to cover. So, what can be done? If, as is usually claimed by my clients, you have to have that leading wildcard in the expression, are you doomed to be forever running extremely slow? Like a snail dragging a heavy weight? Not necessarily. However, the solution isn't obvious. What if you could drop the leading wildcard, but still keep the same functionality? Think that might perform better? I mean, you've just converted it to the much simpler range scan of only having the trailing wildcard. So how do you do this? What you can do is use the suffixes function in your indexing query. Pass this function a string, and it returns a list of all substrings, starting with the whole string and then cutting off the first character from the previous substring until you have no more characters left. If you build a distinct index on these substrings, you now have an index with all possible substrings, starting with after the leading wildcard. Now you can treat this as an array query, eliminating the leading wildcard in the query. And because the index is built in alpha order, it's a simple range scan of the data element in question. Suddenly, we have a very reasonably performing query. I hope this video has helped you understand how you can avoid the use of leading wildcards in your queries. If you found it helpful, please hit the subscribe button below to be notified of additional videos in this series. And if you need help in optimizing your Couchbase database, please reach out and give me a call. I'm here to help. And finally, if you have a topic you would like to see covered in this series, please let me know. If it makes sense and I haven't already covered it, I'll add it to my list.